Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as that mom of 5 and also known as TMO5 kind of cool. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for always coming back. So today, Timileyin Ajayi was actually arraigned in court today. Yes, it was arranged in court today. In case you're wondering, Timileyin Ajayi, I'm going to pop a series of the videos I've done about what he did. So Timileyin Ajayi is a gospel artist in Nigeria, in Nasarawa State, who unalived Salome Adaidu, a 24-year-old youth corper. This news came onto social media a few weeks ago. It happened on the 12th of January when he was arrested with some parts of Salome Adaidu. So far, his stories are not really coherent. He's been saying this, he's been saying that. However, there's a lot of, like I said, this is a developing story, okay? It's a developing story. Whatever it is that Timileyin Ajayi has been saying, I don't think it's giving us the real truth about what actually happened that led to him unaliving Salome. Okay, so as sad as it is, Salome, a young beautiful lady, obviously, who has family, who love her, who is her life has just begun. You know, her life is meant to be beginning, but you know, this evil guy, Timileyin Ajayi, unalived her for reasons that we don't know yet. So Salome has been buried, but like I said, it's not the kind of burial you want to give somebody you love. But yes, because of the nature of how her body was, her family had to put her to rest. So according to Punch here, I'm going to leave it here. Timileyin Ajayi, the suspected murderer of Salome Adaidu, actually went to court today and he has pleaded not guilty to the crime of the National Youth Corps service member who died a few weeks ago at his residence. So the Nasarawa State Police Command arrested Timileyin on the 12th of January and they've charged him to court for culpable homicide punishable with unaliving him. So according to the police, the suspect pleaded not guilty to the unaliving of Salome Adaidu when he was arraigned before Justice Simon Aboki at Court 2 in Lafia today. So the officer in charge said that told newsmen that despite his plea of not guilty to the charge, the police will continue to follow up on the case until justice is served. And also today being the 27th day of January 2025, the defendant, Mr. Timileyin Ajayi, was properly arraigned before this honorable court on the one count charge of culpable homicide punishable with him being unalived. In court, his plea was taken and he pleaded not guilty to the charge, and a date was set for his trial. The case is now adjourned to the 17th to 20th day of March for trial, so which means that his trial to begin his case will be beginning on the 17th. So people have been like, oh, what do they mean? He's not guilty. Does that mean no? Him not guilty does not mean that that's him off the hook. No, it does not mean that he's off the hook for the case. No, him saying that he's not guilty means that that case can now go forward in court. So that means that every detail concerning that case about what happened, what he did, can now be heard in full in the court of law. And yes, people are like, oh, what kind of lawyer is defending him? In as much as is this a very, very sad story, you know, Timileyin Ajayi is still innocent until proven guilty, even though he's confessed, even though they found grieving, like they found major evidence with him. He still has to have his day in court. He has proven guilty, he has proven not guilty, and in a way that just allows the case to go forward, not necessarily allow him off the hook or anything like that. So I'm going to leave a video here of what a few lawyers have said about how the case is going to be progressing. So I'll leave a video here.
The prosecuting counsels are arraigning the suspect, Timileyin Ajayi, before Justice Simon Aboki on a one-count charge of culpable homicide.
We have overwhelming evidence to sustain the charge, and we are optimistic that the justice will be done.
But the suspect has pleaded not guilty to the crime.
Okay, today was basically for arraignment, and as the law demands, he has entered his plea already, so we have taken a date for hearing. It's not my place to prove the case. It's my place to defend him. The essence of the work of the defense counsel is to ensure that the prosecution does their own work legally well, which is to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt. So I'm here to make sure that the law is fulfilled.
We, the sets of lawyers you are seeing here, are watching brief to see that things are properly done. So that's why we're here this morning. And I'm sure a lot of you were not happy to see that a Nigerian was in the circumstances butchered.
So you guys saw what those lawyers said about him, that you know what, they're going to be, you know, carrying out research, their investigation, they have to make sure that justice is being, given to Adaidu. That this is not just going to end that way. Like, how can you just, like, what could have entered into him? What could have got into him? That is not even the only case. There was even another case that I saw, a video somebody sent to me as well, of where another husband did the same thing to his wife. Like, why? Why do that? You can't create a life. Why think taking it is the best thing? Why, why taking it is the best thing? And also, my own opinion, I felt and I believe that Timileyin was not working alone, because we heard how Salome Adaidu's uncle described the environment of where he carried out the act. Like, it seems this is a professional, and in my own opinion, like I said, I don't think Timileyin acted alone. So people saying that, oh, he should not get a lawyer, he should not get a lawyer. Like I said, it's a very sad case, but he still has to have his day in court, and he still going to be provided with a counsel to help him fight his case. Yes. So with that being said, there's a post I found online. I think is a lawyer, maybe, who is representing the Adaidu's family. So according to this lawyer that I found, I think it's a lawyer who is maybe is helping Salome's family in regards to this case. So he said that, you know what, even though Timileyin has pleaded not guilty, there is no cause for alarm. Our outburst really shows that many of us, like many people, are like, oh no, he shouldn't be let off the hook. But it's just said here that for the fact that he pleaded not guilty does not mean that he's going to be let off the hook, but it just means that the case can proceed to trial. He also goes on to mention that in Nigeria, under Section 36 of the Constitution, every individual is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. This is an essential principle of justice that safeguards the rights of the accused. Therefore, even if the accused, like Timileyin Ajayi, is caught with the part of Salome in this case, and other evidence is found at their premises, their, in quote, not guilty plea allows the case to proceed to trial, where evidence will be presented and a judge or jury will determine guilt or innocence. He also continued that in cases like this, the prosecution would have to present all collected evidence, including any forensic reports, eyewitness testimony, any physical evidence, such as the severe part that they found with him. Timileyin's defense attorney might argue that the evidence is circumstantial or try to create doubt in the prosecution's case. They always do that, right? If the evidence is overwhelming and proves the crime beyond a reasonable doubt, the plea of not guilty will eventually be disregarded and the accused could be found guilty. He also continues saying that under Nigerian law, specifically the Penal Code, Section 221, murder is punishable by unaliving or life imprisonment. Depending on the circumstances, the court will review the evidence, and if the prosecution proves beyond a reasonable doubt that Timileyin committed the murder, he could face these penalties. Thus, the, in quote, not guilty plea doesn't negate the seriousness of the charges or the ongoing legal processes. It is a procedural step that ensures that the accused has a fair trial with all evidence and arguments considered before a final judgment is made. So that is what this barrister has said here. So guys, I'm open and I want to believe that Salome Adaidu will get justice and Timileyin Ajayi will end up going to where people like him go if they commit a crime like this. Like, if you commit a crime, be ready to do the time. And this kind of crime, like I said, if now all those countries like Japan, we know what they go make they go come out stool for in leg. But we all know Nigeria the way it is. But I'm open in this regard. In Salome's case, justice will be served. Her family will be able to mourn her better with all the good memories they've created with her. Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in regards to this him being arranged in court. Do you think he should, like, jungle justice? Maybe they should have given him jungle justice. Let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Should he be given a lawyer to even fight his case for him, or should they just lock him up in prison and throw away the keys? Leave all your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Now, if you watched my video till now, if not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notification, and I hope to catch up with you in my next video. All right, bye for now.